Time now to join here in the studio our special guest this morning, and it's always a pleasure to have Matt Perkins, the head football coach for West Plains High School, in the studio. And you could say here, early July, what are you talking about now? Football season, actually, the season still starts about 5-6 weeks, something like that. Is that right?
Yeah, we are, 53 days away from game one, I think, something like that.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's here.
Well, one of the rituals of summer has become the football auction, and Matt, talk a little bit about that, what the auction is, and how it works, and all that.
Yeah, so for the last, I want to say 7 years, we've had an auction, an annual auction and dinner that kind of preludes our season beginning, and we're going to do that again this season, and it'll be a steak dinner where we have a silent auction going on in the FEMA building in the middle school. And that'll go from about 6 until about 7, and then we're going to turn it over to a live auction where Will Jett will be our auctioneer. And we've got just a ton of businesses downtown that have donated something to be a part of the auction, and it should be a good time.
What's the date again?
It'll be August 2nd, and it all starts at 6 o'clock.
Okay. I remember Steve Airy was in here, and we were talking the other day here about a month or so ago, talking about his time in West Plains, and I asked him what some of the more important aspects of building the football program up were, and he went out of his way to say that the people in town and the business community played a huge role in this thing, raising it up a couple of levels and getting it to where it is now. And sometimes we just look at what happens on Friday night and all that sort of thing, but there's a lot of things that the business community and people in the community have done to really elevate the football program, right?
It's been fantastic. We are, we're kind of out here in the middle of an island. It seems like there's no conference, schools real close by, but our facilities are top notch. Our weight room's awesome. The equipment that we use is top notch, and that's all done, through obviously the school and the school board and the way they handle things. But then on top of that, we have a quarterback club that kind of functions through this auction, some of the money that we raise, and it happens by the community and how much support they give us.
For people that aren't familiar with this, number one, the football program has raised a lot of money with this and has done a lot of stuff with it. Now, what kind of stuff when you come to this event? You have sports tickets. You've got a lot of different things.
Yeah, you're going to show up and you're going to be able to buy a beef, buy a pig. Get a half beef for a cheaper price than you'd be able to get it somewhere else. You're going to see quilts being raffled off. You're going to see or auctioned off. You're going to see a moped that's going to get auctioned off. Just a lot of really neat items. There's always a Yeti cooler there. You're going to have the ability to come in and be on the sideline and have access to a sideline pass for a game, a parking spot, just some really neat things that kind of bring the fans and give them a little bit of a closer view of what the program's like.
Now, as a business, you may think, well, I don't really have something to contribute to auction off, but you can make a donation to the program. That would be a great thing, and that's kind of what it's all about. Now, if you want to be a sponsor for this and help out, how do you go about that?
Well, you can contact me either through my email, which is matthew.perkins@zizzers.org, or you just come down to the weight room and find me. I'm there just about every day. But then we've got, anytime you see one of our football players, they know what's going on, and a lot of the moms and dads have been really involved, doing an awesome job. And so you talk to one of those kids, and they're going to point you in the right direction too, I think.
You get a pretty good dinner out of this, don't you?
Yeah, it's awesome. Got a steak dinner, got potato, got a salad, got a dessert. The kids will serve, so you're going to have tea and lemonade, and it's a real good time.
Where do you get the tickets for this?
Okay, so the students, the players will be selling tickets here soon. We're also doing some corporate tables, which you can get 6 people seated at a table for $200 on these corporate tables, and we've sold about 31 of these already.
Wow.
It's really, we're ahead of the game right now from where I think we've been the last few years. But there are more tickets out there to be sold, and they're $20 a ticket. So if you just want to come with you and just come out and support, it's $20, and you can find me or find one of our players and say, hey, I'd like to buy a ticket.
Football practice starts when?
We start with official practice on August 12th, but we've got camp coming up here in 2 weeks from today.
Wow. And then the first football game is, do you know the date?
First game's August 30th. We are at Hillcrest on the road.
I thought you probably know the date.
Yeah.
Of that first one. And it should be a kind of a wide open year. It's, who else in the conference? You guys are going to be pretty good. Who else in the conference are you looking at?
I think a lot of the usual suspects,
Camden,
Lebanon and Camdenton, are probably two of the teams that people will pick really high. Glendale, with their uniqueness, is always got a chance. You never know what's going to walk into a Springfield school. We've seen Kickapoo this summer, and they've got a lot of kids showing up for them, and some excitement around them that I haven't seen in the last couple of years. So, it's the Ozark Conference, like you said, it's wide open.
It's just a matter of time for Kickapoo. They're not going to be down for very long.
Yeah.
All right, what's the date of the dinner and auction again?
Yes, sir. August 2nd, 6 p.m. at the FEMA building at the middle school.
All right, look forward to that. I know a lot of people will. Matt, thank you very much for coming in this morning. Good luck this season with the Zizzers. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, 940 KDY.